Kumusta po kayo? Welcome back. Let's continue our journey in learning a beautiful language, Tagalog, the language of the Philippines. Narito ako ngayon sa isang golf course. Wala nga palang Tagalog sa salitang golf course, kaya golf course ang ginagamit namin. In this video, we are gonna talk about the root word LARÅ, play. But first things first, some few reminders. Number one, if you are new to this channel, make sure that you are subscribed and please click on the bell button so you'll be updated of new content. Number two, if you think that I'm going too fast, please hit the pause button and rewind to the point you need to check back. Cool? Number three, please be sure to see 3 of my very important videos, episode 63, 64, and 65. Those are my videos on how Tagalog word works and how verbs are formed. If you have missed those, I strongly suggest you check them out so that this current video will make sense to you. Cool? The links are in the description box down below. And number 4, there are 4 things you need to remember about Tagalog verbs. And if you have seen them already, this is the time you can skip to the next timestamp. Always remember that in Tagalog, verbs start with root words. No root words, no verbs. Verbs are formed by combining a root word with affixes. There are many combinations producing several verbs from the same root word. Verbs are conjugated according to aspects and not tenses. Verbs behave according to focus system. For now, I will only tackle verbs under the actor focus and object focus. Actor focus verbs emphasize the actor or the doer of the action, and object focus verbs emphasize the object of the action. Please also remember that subjects for actor focus verbs are generally group 1 personal pronouns, and subjects for object focus verbs are generally group 2 personal pronouns. But there are exceptions to this rule. Tara, simulan na natin. Alright. The root word laro means play, like playing a game or playing sport. It's not the same as playing an instrument. That's a different word, and I'm gonna talk about that in the future. A root word can be a noun, and as a noun, laro means game. You use it in sentences like, may laro ako bukas. I have a game tomorrow. From the root word laro, new words are created, like LARUAN or toy, something that you play with. Then there's LARUAN, any area where a game is played. Expanding on this word, you have PALARUAN, playground, a place where children play. The root word LARO is the first of 2 imperative forms that are used to command.
LARÅ, play.
You will hear this command from coaches or referees at certain games. To create a verb, we combine the root word laro with any of the following affixes: mag, ma, in, e, and an. Combining laro with the different affixes, you now have the most basic form of a verb, the infinitive form. Tagalog has several versions of the infinitive verb to play. All of these come from the combination of the root word laro and the different affixes. You will note that the placements of the affixes are represented by the yellow letters. The many versions of the verb to play in Tagalog are LUMARÅ, to play or to play along; MAGLARÅ, to play a game or a sport; MALARÅ, to be able to play; LARUIN, to play something. Now, there is a sound shift here. The O becomes U. LARUIN. ILARÅ, to use something to play with. LARUAN, to use a specific place for playing. There is also a sound shift here. The O becomes U. LARUAN. All of these verbs communicate the act or concept of playing a game or a sport. The infinitive form is also the second part of the imperative form, or the form that is used to command or to request someone. We are going to use them in simple sentences. Let's start with the second form of the imperative form.
Lumaro ka. Play. Lumarô tayo bukas. Let us play tomorrow. Lumarô kayo ng patas. Play fair. Lumarô ka lang. Just play along.
You might be surprised to know that the next examples mean exactly the same thing.
Maglaro ka. Play. Maglaro ka ng basketball. Play basketball. Maglaro tayo ng golf bukas. Let us play golf tomorrow. Maglaro kayo ng patas sa laro. Play fair in the game.
What's going on here, you may ask? Lumarô and maglaro mean the same thing. Play in the imperative form. So, what's the difference? Or is there a difference?
There is a grammatical difference. Lumarô is an intransitive verb, which means it doesn't need an object to make the sentence complete. Actually, it can't accommodate an object. Take a look. Lumarô ka bukas. Play tomorrow. It can't be lumarô ka ng basketball bukas. It doesn't make sense in Tagalog. On the other hand, maglaro is a transitive verb, which means it can accommodate an object. Maglaro ka ng basketball bukas. Play basketball tomorrow. Cool?
There is also a slight difference in meaning.
In lumarô, there is a slight emphasis on the object which is curiously missing but is understood. It is to play whatever game or sport that is being referred to. In maglaro, there is a slight emphasis on the act of playing.
I hope my explanation is clear. Now, let's have some more examples.
Maglaro ka ng golf. Play golf. Maglaro kayo ng golf bukas. Play golf tomorrow. Maglaro kayo ng golf ng patas. Play golf fairly. Maglaro tayo ng Xbox. Let's play Xbox. Maglaro tayo sa gym. Let's play in the gym.
If I have to make a recommendation, I'd say use maglaro. It is almost used in almost all situations. You won't go wrong with that. On to our next verb, LARUIN.
LARUIN is used when referring to something to play with. Laruin mo. Play with it. Laruin natin. Let's play with it. Here, both the speaker and the listener understand the context of the sentence even if the object is not mentioned. In English, you need to use it. Not so in Tagalog. Let's move on. Laruin natin ang Xbox. Let's play Xbox. Laruin mo ang sanggol. Play with the baby. Take note, you can't use this verb for grown-ups. Got it? Laruin mo si Sashi. Play with Sashi. Sashi is my playful dog. He drives me crazy.
Just please take note, you cannot use this word this way.
Laruin mo ang golf. No, you can't say this. You should say, maglaro ka ng golf. But you can say, laruin mo ang 4-iron. Cool? Now, moving on. Ilaro mo ang alas mo. Play with your ace. Ilaro mo ang baraha mo. Play your card. Ilaro is to use something to play with. Can you use it for people? Like using a player to play in a game? Nope, it's not used for people. That is a different verb. That is palaruin. A pa plus in affix combination like palaruin mo si Messi. Let Messi play. But that's a lesson for another time. Okay? On to our last verb. Laruan mo ang kwarto mo. Play in your room. Or, use your room to play in. Laruan natin ang gym. Let's play in the gym. Or, let's use the gym to play in. This verb, though, is seldom used. The maglaro verb is a better alternative. Like, for example, maglaro ka sa kwarto mo. Play in your room. Maglaro tayo sa gym. Let's play in the gym.
There's a lot more stuff to talk about the many verbs equivalent to the English verb to play. I will be talking more about those verbs in the next video on the past, present, and future using the different aspects. I also hope that you will click on the like button. That will help this channel reach more people. That's it for now. Maraming salamat po at hanggang sa susunod.